The Indian Ocean is said to be the most polluted in the ocean in the world. According to Science Daily, the Indian Ocean has pollution covering 10 million square kilometers, roughly the size of the United States, and reported finding a dense brown haze of pollution extending from the ocean surface to altitudes of 1 to 3 kilometers high. The entire Indian continent is surrounded by massive pollution. The affected area includes most of the northern Indian Ocean, including the Arabian Sea and much of the Bay of Bengal. The findings of the haze in the ocean raise serious questions about what impact of the extensive pollution is having on the climate process and marine life in the ocean below. My name is Megan Patterson, and I plan to make you aware of what is happening with the pollution in the Indian Ocean. This pollution is negatively affecting the ocean and the animals in it. I have a special interest in pollution and how it has been affecting our animals and our oceans. I go to Florida every year and work on a project that helps clean up our oceans and help the animals affected by the pollution. The pollution in the Indian Ocean is man-made, affecting the climate in the area, and is affecting the animals. People in Africa, Europe, and Australia are creating the pollution that is landing in the Indian Ocean. The pollution found in the Indian Ocean has high concentrations of carbon monoxide, organic compounds, and sulfur dioxide, evidence that is caused by pollution. This shows how the aerosol pollution, also known as man-made pollutions, can spread a long distance from the area of origin. An editor from CNN states, Asia and the Indian subcontinent, which together have a growing population of more than 2 billion people, emit large quantities of pollutants that can be carried to the Indian Ocean during the winter by monsoons winds from the northeast. He goes on to say that in the economy of India and other countries in the South Asia develop, the pollution will get even worse unless measures are taken to prevent it. Airborne particles over the northern Indian Ocean are unusually darkened because they contain large amounts of soot and other materials from incompletely burned fossil fuels and wastes. Darker aerosols lead to the increased absorption of solar radiation. The soot contributes to the amount of sunlight reaching the ocean. Rathman, a scientist from Science Daily, states, these scientists were surprised to find that such a dense pollution layer in the Indian Ocean was caused by sources at least 1,000 or more kilometers away on land. The pollution in the Indian Ocean is affecting the climate in that region. Preliminary results indicate that man-made pollution in the polluted region scatter the incoming solar radiation and reduce the amount of energy absorbed by the ocean surface by as much as 10%. If you cut the amount of sunlight going into the ocean, you will also impact the amount of moisture evaporating from the sea surface, either regionally or globally, and consequently, the amount of rainfall that will generate in the area where the pollution is, Rothman, the scientist, said. Powerful tropical cyclones that cause large numbers of deaths and massive property damage around the Indian Ocean are becoming increasingly common as a result of pollution, scientists say. The massive increase in man-made pollution emissions locally around the Indian Ocean from forest fires, domestic heating, and diesel use have created the thick haze of pollution. Analysis of the intensity of storms between 1979 and 2010 suggests that the thick layer of haze have created atmospheric conditions that intensify cyclones and increase the chances that they will reach land. The pollution found in the Indian Ocean is affecting the animals as well. Our oceans and our atmosphere are closely linked. Besides affecting the climate, the pollution in the ocean reduces the amount of sunlight that enters, reducing the amount of plant life and plankton, a key source in the food chain, and therefore reducing the Indian Ocean animal population. Because of the reduction in sunlight, the algae in the ocean becoming toxic and is killing the marine life that eats it. The animals dying at the bottom of the food chain is having a negative effect on the animals at the top of the food chain. The Indian Ocean pollution haze is harming the tropical marine life and in its immediate vicinity due to its transformation into acid rain. Acid rain kills fish in the ocean by increasing the acidity of water, and according to the National Geographic, there has been a decline in the amount of fish in the Indian Ocean over the past couple years that have affected several other animals as well. Penguins, being at the top of the food chain in the Indian Ocean, are severely affected by the decline in the fish population. The population of these penguins has been declining in the Indian Ocean as sea temperatures warm and the fish die and the birds are forced to travel longer distances to find food. The haze over the Indian Ocean has affected many different aspects of people's lives and marine animals' lives. The pollution in this region is a very serious issue. Fred Fulberry, an editor of the Progress Report, stated, Since India and some of the other countries in South Asia and the Indian Ocean are democracies, the people there could change the policy to prevent pollution. Let us hope this new report makes the South Asians aware they need to change the direction. The people can still avoid the terrifying climatic changes that could turn the subcontinent as well as the Indian Ocean into a wasteland. Just a little change that someone makes can affect the impact it has on pollution. He goes on to say, we're the ones killing our oceans, so we need to be the ones to make the change to stop the pollution in the Indian Ocean.